when we were in Seattle, this is amazing. Okay, so you guys aren't going to believe this. So stay tuned. Don't close the video or the podcast because you're going to be blown away. When we were in Seattle, we decided to go see one of my all-time childhood favorite heroes.
Batman?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not Batman. So most of you know,
Superman.
if you're a Bruce Lee fan, you know he was from China. Well, Seattle. He moved to Seattle, Washington, and you know that's where he did his movie career. That's where he lived, and he was when he passed away. He was buried somewhere up on a hill in Seattle, and so was his son. And we went to his funeral, his grave, not funeral, gravesite. And while we're driving up there was a white car trailing behind us. And so we're like, okay, we're in, you know how like graveyards are, it's kind of hard to navigate. You got these little narrow roads and you don't know where you're going. And this was a big cemetery. And so this car was like right on us. So we pull over and we just tell the person, hey, you can go ahead and go around us. So we get out to go see Bruce Lee and his son's gravesite. And there was this white guy and a Asian dude, really tiny old man. And they walked up to the grave of Bruce Lee, and we kind of talked a little bit. And the white guy, was the caretaker of this gentleman, and he told me, "Do you realize who this guy is?" This was Bruce Lee's best friend, his right hand man. I think it's Yoshi Takamashi. Let me see here. Bruce Lee, best friend. Yeah, he was. Yeah, so it's Taky Kimura, and he was Japanese American martial artist.
Wait. You just said Bruce was from China. This guy's from Japan.
I know, but he's Japanese, but Bruce Lee's definitely Chinese. But he was his best friend, and they were very, very close. As a matter of fact, he was one of 3 to be personally certified to teach Jeet Kune Do, which was Bruce Lee's, what he created. Yeah, Jeet Kune Do, and he taught Taky Kimura personally. So that was the guy that was there at the gravesite. Little tiny Japanese guy, but I'm telling you what, man. When I found that out, I knew that, and the way that guy stood, he was very peaceful, and I knew he could whoop my behind. I got a picture of me standing next to him, so I'll post that up. Dude, he was really calm, like very, very nice, and he told us the stories about him and Bruce. And I remember I went to do a picture and I went and put my arm around him, and I could tell he wasn't like very comfortable necessarily with that, but he kind of just went with it. And I didn't think about it. Like, this dude could totally just snap my arm off and beat me with it. And he's like, I don't know, 70 something years old, maybe older. So wait a minute, he's older than that because he was born in 1924. So that would make him, yeah. So he would be, I don't know, something. I'm not doing the math.
Just shy of 100 years.
Oh, he's not. It says right here, he's 96 years old. You got to be kidding me, man. Got beat up by a 96-year-old man that was personally trained by Bruce Lee.
A couple years ago, so 94-year-old.
Yeah, when I saw him, he was 94. That's true, Charlie. Thanks for doing the math for me. But you know what? If he beat me up, that would have been a huge honor. Could you imagine that? Like, I would have left the fist mark on my face and like had it tattooed. Be like, I got beat up by Bruce Lee's best friend. So yeah, that was a highlight of that trip. To be honest with you, it was amazing. Yeah, Bruce Lee. Heck yeah, man. Did you ever get into his movies? No, that always cracked me up. Because, like, in those movies, they'd be like, they would make it, like, English. And so it'd be like, you go there. I will fight you. You know, and they're just like, and they'd have these, like, epic sound effects. Like, I don't like the way you looked at me. Man, we've come a long way. But I don't care what anyone says. Bruce Lee's a freaking legend, man. He's the greatest fighter ever. He can beat up anybody. Bruce Lee.
What about our own Chuck Norris?
He could beat up Chuck Norris.
You better not let Chuck hear you
I
say
better
that.
be careful, man. I might get beat up for that.
Where's that Jason McCormick live?
Oh, he wouldn't even have to guess. He would just be here. He just appears in the podcast. Like
So-
you see a fist come out of the microphone
And he knows
punch
this.
me.
And he knows this area quite well too, because friends of ours,
No, Chuck?
they bred dogs, and Chuck got his dogs from them.
Oh, well, shoot. Great. Now Chuck is going to come after me. Okay, Chuck. You had a fight already with Bruce Lee, okay? And he won. Mind you, it was a movie. It was a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, there we go.
But still, Bruce Lee won.
The punches came about 6 feet from each other's face.
Yeah. I don't know. Chuck Norris, dude. He is bad at the bone. He's a cool guy, and he just gives you that look. Like, what my favorite role that he played, though, was Walker, Texas Ranger. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, I watched all that. Loved it, but I don't know, man. I think Bruce Lee is one of the greatest of all time. He'll go down in history forever.
Like Rudolph.
Like Rudolph. He'll go down in history. Yep. Indefinitely.